Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madden. Moving on to our video. Yeah, so right now you're looking at a man, his name is Javon Pinnock. Yeah man, Javon Pinnock, and he's wanted in New York for the murder of Javon Jamison. Yeah man, and we want this man off the street, we want him out like now. Javon Pinnock is wanted by, yes, he's wanted by the NYPD for the murder. Yeah man, he's wanted for the murder of Javon Jamison, aka Blingers. And we want this man off the street like now. Yeah man, we want him off. Along with an accomplice gunned down Jamison outside the Pure Lounge nightclub in Queens, New York on April 8, 2023. Jamison, a 23-year-old from North Lauderdale, Florida, was shot multiple times and succumbed to his injuries at Jamaica Hospital in New York, so them kill him in America. So Pinnock is currently on the run and is believed to be hiding in Jamaica. His accomplice, Christopher King, has already been arrested and charged with murder. Second time now, him charged with murder, you know. King, you know, in New York, you know. So Pinnock is described as black, look like frog. I mean, 5 feet, 10 inches, and 220 pounds, with a scar on his left cheek, or you can say, face. So if you have any information on Pinnock whereabouts, please contact 119 Jamaica and let the police know that this corrosion is wanted by the police in New York, and they would issue the warrant to extradite him. There's an extradition warrant out for this man. But please, we're begging you, we're beseeching you. Use your conscience, please, for once. Don't follow the criminal-minded Jamaicans, man. Protect criminals. Because, look, the same boy that you're protecting today, tomorrow he might turn on you. Alright, so moving on to today's video. Yeah, some people ask me, why I haven't played do a story about this policewoman that had taken her life. After I've done some careful investigation background thing. She wasn't any member anymore, but she was a part of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But we can tell you that, as we said before and we say again, mental illness is a serious issue. Is not anything for people to laugh about. So what most people do not understand, so we are the Jamaican Young Police channel. Why we support those battling mental illness, a message of compassion and understanding. Mental illness is one of the most complex and misunderstood challenges that anyone can face. Unlike a physical wound or a visible disability, it does not manifest in ways that others can easily recognize. It is an invisible battle, fought internally, often without clear signs to the outside world. That is why we stand in unwavering support of those who experience or have experienced mental health struggles. Our heart goes out to you because we understand this is not a burden you can simply shake off, ignore, or overcome through sheer willpower alone. If people could have share off mental illness through sheer willpower, people that say people weak, we don't know. That's something we don't know them thing. As I said before, and I'll say again, I know of 2 policemen that used to around me. When I say, I taught them certain things, and I can tell you, say, 2 of them mad right now. One of them, trust me, he was arrested and charged with murder. At one point in time, I want to tell you that this was a policeman that emulate ox, buy a chaparita like ox, and after a while him realize, when him they just drop the money call him thing, but not an ordinary policeman. So eventually, based on one and two little things, good police, I not call him name, man, bad police. But him end up with mental problem. And the other one, the last time somebody they told me that they saw him in Jamaica, like him on coke or something like that. Some people say, boy, he was like, him ghost them a follow him and them thing. Bad police. He used to around me after a while. Because I had taught him certain things. Then you have another one. Same thing with him too. Him lose everything. Him lose everything. All I mental, him mental acumen. The man lose everything him lose it. Yeah, so and him get crazy too. If you see the man, well, trust me, when I had spoken to the man, and I said, no man, this man is a madman, some things that he was saying. So that's why I don't take them things for a joke, you understand, and I don't laugh or mock people, because mental illness can affect anyone. So you must have some form of compassion. Too often people who suffer from mental illness are met with skepticism, judgment, or lack of empathy because others cannot see what they are going through. The pain is real, the struggles are real, and yet society often dismisses or minimizes their experiences because mental illness does not leave physical scars. But just because something is unseen does not mean it is not deeply felt. Take incredible strength and resilience to live with mental health challenges, especially in a world that often stigmatizes and misunderstands them. There are individuals who have managed to navigate their mental health struggles without medication, relying on sheer determination, faith, and inner strength. So we'll play a video for you to let you hear what the commanding officer sent and talking about this police officer, former police officer, who she, take her own life. The person who was in the car with her, the taxi driver, you go hear about that. That is something that will traumatize the man for the rest of his life. And some people, we don't support it, but hey, as we say, sometimes you know what's going through people's head. Trust me, the mind is not something that you can see. You can't see what's going through people's mind. So those individuals, who, them relying on sheer determination, faith, and inner strength, those individuals are warriors, fighters who push through their darkest moments without external assistance. But we also recognize that not everyone can walk that path alone, nor should they have to. Seeking help, whether through therapy, medication, or support from loved ones, is not a sign of weakness, but of courage. The important thing is survival, finding the means to cope and holding on to hope, even when it feels out of reach. One of the individuals we have spoken about is Lisa Hyper, a Jamaican dancehall artist who has openly faced mental health struggles. Her story is one of many, a reminder that mental illness does not discriminate. It can affect anyone regardless of their social status, fame, or accomplishment. When we did a video about Lisa Hyper, it was not just about shedding light on her struggles, but also opening a broader conversation on the importance of mental health, especially within the Jamaican and Caribbean communities, where these issues are often overlooked or dismissed. People like to say, oh, I pretend like he's mad, and you can't do that. So we stand with those who are battling depression, anxiety, trauma, and other mental health challenges. If you are struggling, know this, you are not alone. There are people who care about you. You see your pain, even if it's not visible, and who believe that your life matters, whether you are fighting in silence or speaking out, whether you are seeking professional help or navigating your journey in your own way. Your strength is recognized. Our message is simple but crucial. Mental illness is real, and those who suffer from it deserve understanding, not judgment. They need our support, not dismissal. They need our love, not shame. If you are someone you know is struggling, do not be afraid to reach out. There is hope and there is help. Let us continue to spread awareness, break the stigma, and stand in solidarity with those who are fighting battles that others may never fully understand. So, we are going to listen to watch a video of the senior superintendent in Senton addressing the media about this shooting of this policewoman, shooter herself. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. And we express our deepest condolences to the family. I understand that she had a sister who's still serving in Senton. Why just sad? You watch, you listen, and you decide.
Member of the organization. We are confirming the death of an ex-member. We are confirming the death of an ex-member of the organization. The incident occurred this morning, approximately 10:50 a.m. in the exchange area of Senton. Initial information that we have suggests that the ex-member was traveling home in a motor vehicle, a taxi motor vehicle that she had chartered, and reaching the exchange road, the driver heard what an explosion sounding like gunshot and realized that the member was shot and injured. The police in which was alerted. We visited the scene, escorted the vehicle with the member to the St. Ansby Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. The member resigned the organization last year, October. She served previously the St. Mary Division. So at this time, we just want to express our sincere condolences for the entire year or two, especially the St. Mary Division. So I just want to use the opportunity to express our sincere condolences to all our colleagues and our family members that is grieving the loss of her life at this time. The circumstances surrounding her death, of course, we are investigating those. We are forensicating the vehicle. We have recovered the weapon, and so it is early as it relates to the investigation. As soon as additional information is available, then we'll share those with the media.
Yeah, so there it is. You hear the officer who in charge of Senton, giving you a briefing about the tragic passing of former Constable Alina Flinch, a life of service, struggles, and silent pain. Alina Flinch was a woman of dedication, service, and quiet resilience in her mid to late 40s. These are information that we had received from Popeye's Newslink. Yeah, you understand. She had spent much of her life committed to law enforcement. First as a member of the Island Special Constabulary Force before transitioning to the Jamaica Constabulary Force after the ISCF was dissolved. Them said they merge them. Yeah, the PMP them turn because them say the ICF them now do no work and them make money and leave, all kind of thing. And them normally work at night. So some people that say because of bad mind and all them thing. That's why PMP them say they don't watch people. And that's something where the English them did it's enshrined in the Jamaican Constitution, So them still have to publish the ISCF, but it's just that they are not training members anymore. So throughout her career, she served diligently in the parish of St. Mary, where she built a reputation as a disciplined and hard-working officer. Alina was also a mother. Her adult daughter now resides overseas. Despite her deep love for her child, those who knew her say she was intensely private individual. So you have some people, whether or not you know them, and them secretive and all kind of things. So we don't know what was going through her brain. Some people say even before then she was asking for gramazone. So nobody don't know what kind of pain she was going through, and she don't share it. So some people them rather for suffer in a silence. And then you have some people who tell you, oh, you chat too much. That's why we tell you, say, okay, what kind of problem you have? Share it with others, because unload your burden. You just share your experience with others and people will listen. You understand? So nobody know what was the her troubles. She was not the one to share her burdens or troubles easily, preferring to deal with it with life challenges on her own rather than seeking external support. Unlike many, she kept away from social media, choosing to live a quiet and reserved life. It is perhaps this deep sense of privacy that made it difficult for those around her to fully understand the extent of her struggles. So it's good when people have social media. Sometimes you see them scream for help on social media, so you understand, and then you will call them and ask them one and two little things. Because what they're not, you want to believe, we live in an era where the struggle is real. Everything it's hard, man. So in the latter part of her career, Alina worked at the Policewoman basketball aerodrome in St. Mary. However, in July last year, she resigned from the JCF and traveled to the United States for a short period. There are unconfirmed reports that upon her return to Jamaica, she attempted to rejoin the force, but her request was under review. Whether this was true or not, what is evident is that she was dealing with significant transition in her life, both personally and professionally. That's why I look here. Once you pass 30 and them thing, she have a child living overseas. We don't know if the child have no papers or one and two little things, but once you reach 40, so easy for transition and all these things, you understand? Unless you migrate, and when you migrate, you get your papers, As so yours truly, good when you do it in your early 20s and one and two little things. That's why I tell you, police officer who are serving, when you're young and you want a transition, whether or not you want to believe it, the police force, especially when you're street police, a very stressful job, Jamaica Constabulary Force on a baby thing, I tell you that, you understand? And that's why I applaud all of the people, them, especially all of my squad, them still a serve. You understand? This year, 37 years. 37 years. Some of them retire already, some still serving, but as yours truly, I would be the last one to retire. So all of them, they reached 60 before yours truly. I had seen a female, Sharon B. she retired last year. She has 60. That's it, so she old and them thing there. So I just saw it go as time goes by, them, retirement age. So since her return, she had been residing in a house in Exchange community of St. Ann. Unfortunately, during this period, her health began to deteriorate. It was reported that she had developed a serious illness, believed to be related to her stomach, which required her visit to the doctor frequently. Those close to her noticed a shift in her demeanor. She grew weary, exhausted, not that physically, but emotionally. She had confided in someone that she was tired of the constant medical visit, tired of fighting the battle that seems endless. The weight of her illness, coupled with whatever else she was privately battling, seemed to take a toll on her spirit. Alina was a licensed firearm holder, and when she last traveled abroad, she had left her licensed 9mm firearm pistol at the Firearm License Authority office in Discovery Bay for safekeeping. On the morning, on her final day, just after 9 a.m., she left her residence in Exchange St. Ann, chartered a taxi to take her to FLA office to retrieve her firearm. It was a routine errand on the surface, but unbeknownst to the taxi driver or anyone else, she already made a devastating decision in her life. After collecting her firearm, she instructed the taxi driver to take her back home. The driver, unaware of the turmoil she carried within, continued the journey. As they reached a section of Hot Street in Exchange, she asked him to stop in a moment that would forever to be etched in the driver's memory. And this is something where evil, although she gone, she should not do this to the man and him thing there. Because it's not everybody else. Him, who end up losing him sanity too. I know people who witness murder get mad. I tell you that as an old detective. Alina reached into her bag, pulled out the firearm, and without hesitation ended her life with a single shot to her head. The driver, in shock and disbelief, immediately raised an alarm. The police were called, but by the time they arrived, it was too late. She remained seated in the car, lifeless, her firearm still in her possession. Those of you who are on Patreon, and if you want to see the photograph, I can send it to you, but I am not going to post it because, trust me, it's really distasteful, you know, and the whole heap of red fluid and all of these things. So a woman who had dedicated much of her life to serving and protecting others has succumbed to an internal battle that no one fully understands. Her tragic passing is a heartbreaking reminder of the unseen struggles many individuals, especially those in law enforcement, face. The profession comes with immense stress, silent burdens and emotional trauma, and often go unspoken. Officers are trained to be strong, to endure and to protect. But who protect them when the weight of their duty becomes too much to bear? Alina Flinch was more than a former police constable. She was a mother, a daughter, a woman who gave years of her life in service to her country. Yet she carried the pain so deep that she saw no other way out. Her story should not just be remembered as another tragic incident, but as a wake-up call for greater mental health awareness, especially among those who serve in high-stress profession. Her silence was not an absence of suffering. It was a reflection of how deeply she carried her burden alone. May she find peace in the afterlife that she struggled to find in this world. Rest in eternal peace, Alina Flinch. And boy, just a sad story. Mental health again, you understand? So, whether or not you want to believe it, there are many people out there in a clean clothes who are mad. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.